Today we're gonna talk about a serious matter.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk a bit about mental abuse. This is a very real thing. It's not really talked about that much, but it's just as damaging and dangerous as physical abuse.
Yeah. Let's get talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have some notes with us. Yeah, because it's not easy to talk about, and yeah. We have experienced mental abuse when we were younger. We will not say anything about who was responsible for this. We're not even sure if this person know what, or just had any intention of doing this.
No, or is aware that this person did it.
No, probably not. But even though it's still very real and we really do struggle with it.
Yeah.
Just because of that, what happened? Today we struggle with, or little sister too, do struggle with depression and anxiety.
Yeah.
No matter if you
Suffered from abuse of some sort or not, your depression or anxiety is just as real as anybody else's, and it's damaging you just as much. It's something it gets hard to live with anyway. So
yeah.
The worst about emotional abuse was that you didn't realize that you were abused. That someone was abusing you. You didn't realize this before you
There's not really anyone explaining what emotional abuse are or mental abuse or anything. It's like you always hear about the physical abuse, like people hitting you and just trying to understand what's going on because you don't have it well. This person, they never physically hurt you, but it's always getting inside your head. And being at a young age, you're not able to put the words into what's actually happening.
No, and yeah, it's so hard because when you kind of realize it, you kind of live in denial that's actually happening to you before you can get out of it, and then you fully realize what has happened to you and things like that.
Yeah, and especially difficult if someone that you love or someone who loves you in your family or friends just trying to understand what is actually going on and you have no word to it. It's like, yeah, this person is like this and that and saying stuff like this and that, and it's really hard to explain that you actually get damaged or hurt because of this, and it goes on for so that long that it actually having really serious impact on you.
Yeah, it's when you start to think that everybody's thinking like this person told you they would think like. It's really hard to get out of, and you start to think that you're just an annoyance to people.
Yeah,
and
that you're not worth anything,
and nobody likes you, and stuff like that. And it's so weird when you come to other people's homes and they like you so much, and they want to have you there, and you're not familiar with that.
No.
And you find it so strange. Like, why do they like me? And you start to think like, I'm sure they're just saying that.
Yeah, and being like in a position where you feel like you're not worth anything, or you, like people don't like you, you start to be spending time a lot on your own, because you feel like you don't matter. Like people don't like you, people don't want to be around you, so you feel like you're a bother for other people. And that's not it's really difficult, because you pull yourself away and people don't understand that you're struggling with yourself, because you don't know how to say to people like, I feel worthless. So take care of your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's still hard. I still feel useless and unimportant, and yeah. But we have grown so much. We've we've gotten to love ourselves much more, and we know that we're important and matter to people, but we still feel that pain.
Yeah, especially like at work or in school, I feel useless, and I don't realize how good I am, or if I'm good at all, or like I feel like I'm just, I don't know, I'm just there. Yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but I'm just there. I don't feel like I do something good or are good just at something or anything. I'm just there.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it kind of feels like a place you don't belong, but you can love your work either way, but you don't feel like you belong there, even though you love it.
Yeah, and even though your coworkers or your boss or anything tells you that you're good at what you're doing, you're like, you still doubt that, because like, are you sure? Are you really serious? Do you seriously mean this right now? It's like, yeah, it's really hard to understand or accept that people appreciate you.
And yeah, I'm struggling with like telling people, especially my boyfriend, like normal, like the little stuff that's it's not important even. And I expect him. It's like my brain is expecting him to react like this person that abused me did. And it's so hard to get over that, and it's so hard to like get to trust someone like that. Like you can tell them everything.
Yeah, that's so hard. That goes for me too. It's like it might be small things or it might be some major things, but it's not like a turning point or anything seriously bad that I've done. But I struggle so much about telling them, and I do think I should tell them, but I don't know, it's just this feeling. It's like you get like, feels like you're gonna cry or your stomach turns over, and you expect them to react like this person, like exploding and telling you that you can't do anything, or like you can't do this and you can't do that because you're useless, and you try to but you can't, like you can try but you can't because you're a fucking piece of shit, like
Yeah, the thing I'm struggling the most with is when I bought something new, like pair of new shoes or dress or something. I struggle so much to like, hey, look at what I bought. I tend to just take it out of the bag and into the closet, preferably when my boyfriend's not looking.
Yeah. Just putting it in your closet without even knowing.
Yeah, because
I do that all the time.
me too. And even the core stuff, like I bought a new mug.
I'm like, I bought lipstick and a bottle of shampoo.
Yeah.
He didn't know that.
No.
He don't know that I did that a couple of weeks ago.
No,
Because I hid it.
because I was, yeah. But I know that he's like, oh, that's a nice dress. Oh,
Yeah, whatever.
yeah. But you still have that feeling like he's gonna be, oh, you bought another thing? Oh my god.
Holy fuck. Why do you like waste your money on shit and whatever?
Yeah, that's what runs through my head every time. It's not when I buy it. It's when I've gotten home and in my living room with this bag, or even in my
And you're
hallway.
satisfied with your purchase.
Yeah, and
And you want to show it, but then it's like, oh no. My stomach.
I just want to hide it in the closet. Oh my god. Yeah, with all of this, it gets hard to trust people. It gets hard to like seek contact, especially with new people. With
Yeah,
people you don't know.
Yeah, or with like newer friends like you had for a couple of years. Newer friends.
Yeah.
It's like with the ones you had for like many years since childhood, and you can trust them because they're your best friends. It gets really hard to trust like new people.
Yeah.
New people.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, because, yeah, I don't know why, but it gets really difficult to trust people. It's like you keep everything to yourself, and you also struggle to let yourself loose, like show your real self too.
Mm.
Like you're afraid for people to get to know you.
Yeah. I have trouble, especially with guys. Yeah.
Or older people. Like, when I say older, I mean like 40 plus, or like
Yeah.
old people. Like older people. I really struggle with that, like trusting them, or letting them,
Yeah.
let them get to know me.
Yeah. Especially the male population. For me at least.
Yeah, especially when it comes to that age. That's really, yeah.
It's also, you're also kind of getting used to like take care of things yourself and take care of yourself, because the person that abused you, they didn't take it seriously, so you just kind of have to trust yourself on what kind of feels right when you need, for example, when you need to go to the doctor and stuff. And yeah,
It's really hard, especially when you're younger, when you're not of legal age, for example. because you're living at home and you're kind of depending on your parents. And when someone who's supposed to be there for you and like help you through this stage and try to I don't know how to explain it, but they're supposed to be there for you and help you. When that doesn't happen and that person is absent or act like they don't care, then shit gets hard. It's hard to do things, especially if you don't live very central or like in the middle of the city, or like when you live, when it takes time to get somewhere and you don't have a car or anything, and it's a long way to whatever public transport, and things get really difficult. And there's this part of like feeling like you're escaping. When we lived home, because we lived home for a long time, and that's mostly because we were like, let's say that
we were scared and we felt
not like, but we're like suppressed.
Yeah,
we were suppressed to think that we weren't able to do this, to be able to move away from home, and like that we didn't have the means to do it or anything, that we like we weren't able to. Like, oh, you're so useless and you can't do shit, so you're not ever gonna be able to move out. And we just took every chance we could to escape, like to friends or or we just, because from where we lived there was like a 20-minute walk to go to the store, like grocery store or anything, and we did that every Sunday.
Yeah,
every Sunday,
because Sunday was the worst day of the week.
Yeah, because
you didn't have to be anywhere.
No, or they didn't have to be anywhere.
No,
or that, especially that person didn't have to be anywhere. So either you were out walking, and we took that walk, like we spent hours on just going up to the store, buying something and go back. And that's like, if you walk fast it takes 15 minutes, maybe 10.
If you walk really slow it takes at least an hour one way.
Yeah, and we used real long time on purpose, and we went everywhere on purpose. And
it's difficult to escape a place at the same time when you're shutting down or you're shutting yourself in. It's kind of hard to escape.
And when you then have, oh my god. And then when you have developed like serious depression, like you should seriously be put into a mental house or anything, then struggling with depression and feeling like super shit, and feel like, I have a really good description of depression. It's like, you know, a shadow, but it's like a person that hangs around your neck, and they're hanging and their feet is like sobbing in the ground, and they're like, that's depression.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And
this
person is hanging on your back and you want to get out. Holy fuck, that's hard.
Yeah, and this person can get heavier, can get lighter. It's only a matter of how you deal with it.
Yeah.
If you seek help, it gets lighter, and in periods it gets heavier, and
yeah, but when you're not even aware that you have a depression or anything, and you just feel like shit all the time, and
you just feel tired.
You feel tired and you feel sad all the time, and you cry for nothing, and it's like you don't know what's going on because no one has told you what depression is. You don't know. Like, you think that depression is just feeling sad. No one has told you about any mental illness or a mental... Yeah, I don't know. No one tells you anything. It's like only physical shit.
Yeah.
It's like you can't be sick mentally. No. You can only have fever and an ill stomach or anything. And
what we were thought that mental illness is when you're
batshit crazy.
Yeah, you're batshit crazy and are put into a mental hospital.
Yeah, because you're crazy.
Yeah, in a restraint jacket.
Yeah.
That's what we were told mentally ill was.
Yeah. And keep in mind, we come from a very small place. It's not like in the city, because in the city it's like, oh, mental this and mental that and such things, and everything's taken kind of seriously, but we're from a very small place, from a very farm family. It's like living far from like civilization and shit. So it was never talked about mental things, because if you had some mental issues, you were crazy. And so you're there and you don't know what's going on with you, because the only thing you can do is cry and just lie there, because you don't have the energy to do anything.
No, and when you go to the doctor, and the doctor is just as these people are, and you tell him that you're so tired you can't manage to do anything, and he runs blood samples and everything and says nothing's wrong. And when you finally find a new doctor and go to him with exactly the same thing,
I went to the school nurse, and I came with the symptoms. I'm so tired all the time. She thought I had what's it called, kyssyken. Vad heter det på engelska? Yeah, kyssyken. She thought I had that. She thought I was like seriously sick.
And that was what my first doctor thought. It's like, I'm gonna check you about this. Nothing's wrong. And then I got my new doctor, checked, like I told him exactly the same. And it was just like, I think you suffer from depression. I was just like, what?
Yeah, depression?
No, I'm not suffering from depression. You're loony. Yeah, you're loony. So,
you're the loony.
Yeah. So yeah, he found a test, like a test you can take for like doctors to take of their patients about this. And he was like, okay, rate a scale from 1 to 10, how much do you feel about this? I was like, okay. We went through and he was like, you suffer from pretty severe depression, and I'm gonna send you to a psychologist so you can sort this out.
Yeah. And I have not been to a doctor or a psychologist, but we have the same. Do have the same symptoms, and I did take a similar test.
Yeah, we found a similar test online.
Yeah, and turns out I also have a pretty severe degree of depression. And for fun, we did the test in the same mindset as we did when we were
in our
middle
lowest
school.
our lowest points.
When we were like 14, 15.
She was 14, 15, I was 16.
And we should probably just be drugged out and sent to a mental house.
Yeah.
But somehow we got over that.
It's kind of scary that we're on the lowest point such a young age.
Yeah. Might come back. We do struggle in really difficult times. We do struggle with suicide thoughts. I
do too. But yeah, it's not like suicide anymore. It's more like, if I can do this and just wake up the next day.
Do you know what? Do you know the letter I got from school last year?
Yeah.
I struggled with suicide thoughts that weekend. It was 4 days. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, seriously. That's a year ago. That's pretty serious.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about going to see someone, but I don't know, I'm like, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, I know. That's the only
I'm like, I want help, but it's kind of expensive.
Yeah, but I should probably go back. But I'm like, it's kind of expensive. And my psychiatrist was just like, I hope I never see you again. In a good way. And I was just like, but I don't want to disappoint you.
Yeah.
I don't want to come back.
Our little sister, this was a couple of years ago. It was, I think,
a year ago.
A little bit before I think it was a bit before you got your diagnosis. That a little sister was diagnosed with anxiety.
I think it was a little after I was done, because I texted with her and she was going to the psychiatrist too.
Yeah, she got medication for that. But it's like, no, it was before that.
Was it?
Because I started with anxiety attacks a year ago. Now.
Yeah, but I was done with my psychiatrist in November.
Yeah, maybe it was just a little bit before me, I think. But I started struggling with like, I didn't know exactly what it was, but I figured maybe it was some kind of panic attacks or anxiety attacks, because I felt like super stressed and like someone was hunting me down. Like I was at work in the back room, there was no one else there. I felt like I was hunted. Like just the feeling, like, and I felt, and I thought, I spoke to her, texted her about this, like, I think I have anxiety. I think I had an attack today. Could you describe what you're feeling? Because I feel like this. And she was like, yeah, I feel like this and such, and I was like, then I probably have anxiety too. I'm like, yeah,
I have anxiety attacks too, but it's very specific how I get these anxiety attacks.
I had a very small, minor anxiety attack on Saturday.
I had a big one at work, like an hour before I was done at work. Oh, that's bad. It was like, there was one, he's actually a good friend too. He was like, hey, do you want a 5-minute break? I was like, yes, because I felt it like I was gonna break down soon. We were like, yes, thank you. I just went up to the bar, up to our bathroom for where I work, and I just broke down. And I had to call to work from, it's also another good friend. It was like, can you get my friend? Like, yeah, my best friend. He was like, I don't know where she is. Oh, there she is. I was like, she's on the phone. And she got the phone and like, hello? I was like, you need to come up. And she came up right away. Thank God. And I managed to complete the last half hour at work. That's good. Yeah.
Like at my last workplace, I got like the last couple of, almost like half a year, 6 months. I had so many panic attacks, and I was also responsible for the whole store at the moment, and just the expectations and responsibility on just me, and I had like the other employees and shit, and I'm like, and I had so much to do in so little time, and then I was back in the like milk fridge and I broke down. I started crying, and I'm sitting like, this is multiple events, and I'm sitting in the checkout and like greeting people and smiling and being polite. I'm like, I have like, it's almost, like you're almost bursting out
when
in tears.
When you sit there and you're just like, hi.
It's like I'm sitting there smiling to them, and a tear is like, yeah, this is a good day. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Oh my God.
And it's before your break. It's before lunch, isn't it?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I got nothing more. That went a bit off track. But just want to say that whatever people tell you, you're not worthless. You're not useless. You matter a lot. You can do things.
You're loved by your friends.
You're loved by a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
And
you can do whatever you want. Just put your mind into it.
You're not a bother.
No, if you feel like no one's listening or know what's going on and feel like you're struggling, get some help.
Yeah.
Talk to someone. Talk to your doctor. Talk to, if you don't feel like you've been taken seriously by a doctor, talk to a psychiatrist. Find a psychiatrist. And yeah, to all of you with depression, like not rooting from mental abuse, just keep your head over water.
Yeah.
Just
And go check in your community and schools if you go to school. Check if they have any offers about psychiatrists and offers like that. You may get help for cheap.
and try also to talk to your friends, because there are a lot more people than you think that suffers from depression or anxiety, for that matter.
Yeah.
And it's really common for people to have depression and anxiety together. So talk to someone, talk to more people, talk about your problems. It gets better. It lies in your chest, and try to find methods that works for you to get in a lighter mood and for you to get the energy to do stuff.
Yeah, and it's all about figuring out what the trigger is.
Which can be very, 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 very difficult.
It's very difficult.
But keep your head up. Be strong.
Yeah.
You all matter.
Find the patterns in your breakdowns if there is something that happens around that time, it might find similarities and can very well be a reason.
So, thank you for watching.
Like, favorite, subscribe if you like this video, and
We'll see you
next time. Bye!